this is Brindlewolf.
And I'm Lunaria.
You're listening to Rise Awakenings, part of the Rise Radio Network where advice meets action.
We're here to spark your growth, lift your spirit, and help you crush your potential.
Rise awakening, hear the call, through the static, we break the wall. Your station, your voice, where dreams awaken in life. Rise awakening, now is the time.
Rise Awakenings, let's rise together.
Close your eyes, feel the sound. Brindle speaks the world unwound. Guiding light, the path is found. Brindle's vision, hear the call. Messages rise, they break the wall. Hope in the echoes, hope for
Birds flying high, you know how I feel. Sun in the sky, you know how I feel. Reeds written on by, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn. It's a new day, it's a new life for me, and I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. Fish in the sea, you know how I feel. River running free, you know how I feel. Blossom on the tree, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me, and I'm feeling good. Dragonfly out in the sun, you know what I mean, don't you know? Butterflies all having fun, you know what I mean. Sleep in peace when they're done, that's what I mean. And this whole world is a new world and a whole world for me.
Well, I don't know if you felt good after that, but if you're not, you're sleeping. That's all I got to say. Welcome to Brindle's Vision, everyone. I am so excited to have you guys here today. And that was our very own Michael J8489 with Feeling Good. And man, that was incredible. Oh, and I'm going to say it now because I know I said it last night, but I'm going to say it again. Michael J, not only are you an incredible singer, lyricist, songwriter, but you have created something absolutely magical with the Embers of Light website. And it still has some bugs to work out. We're finding them as we go, but it is beyond anything I could have imagined. And Rise Radio Networks is so, so very blessed that you are part of this family. Thank you. So I will give the link for the website closer to the end of the show. But, you know, just for flip's sake, we got to do this.
All right, so now on to the rest of the stuff. All right, so before anybody passively aggressively faints or calls for their lawyer, let me make one thing abundantly clear. This broadcast, yes, this very one, contains material used under the sacred, untouchable, occasionally ignored, but legally recognized doctrine of Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. That's right, fair use, sweetheart. We're talking criticism, commentary, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, research, all the things that make this dramatic little production not only fabulous, but lawful. So if you think for even a moment that this is some kind of infringement, that I would risk my reputation, my legacy, my perfectly curated aura, well, then you clearly don't understand the art of transformative use. This content has been repurposed, reimagined, and reborn into something so new, so elevated, so undeniably iconic that it transcends the original. And honestly, if I have to stand here week after week reciting this like it's my final monologue before the curtain falls, only for it to even barely matter half the time, well then, so be it. Because I will not be silenced. Not by fear, not by misunderstanding, and certainly not by someone who skipped over the Section 107 like it was a commercial break. This, my dear sweet audience, is fair use. Thank you.
All of that. Yeah, just all of that. Oh, we don't get tired of doing that for you guys, even though it honestly doesn't make a difference. But it's so much fun to begin each show with Lunaria's creativity on calling out that little section in the copyright laws. And you know, each time it's a little bit different from the time before. So we love it. We love it. And you know, it might drive, you know, some people crazy, you know, like music_sun. And sorry, that was terrible. And Ricardo Mayascant. Sorry, I had to look and see what his name was because I forgot it. I'm so sorry. Today on Bad Lead-Ins. But we're going to open up the show with some Gnarls Barkley, brought to you by music_sun and Ricardo Mayascant with Crazy. And then we're going to close up the set with Mark Alexander and I Want to Know. Do you? Do you want to know? I want to know. I want to know. But let's get a little crazy first, okay?
I remember when I lost my mind. There was something so pleasant about that place. Even an emotion of echo in so much space. Ooh.
And when you out there without care, yeah, I was out of touch. But it wasn't because I didn't know enough. I just knew too much. Well, that's what made me crazy. That's what made me
crazy. That make me crazy. Possibly. I hope you are having the time of your life. But think twice. That's my only advice. Oh.
Come on now, who do you think you are?
Ha ha ha, bless your soul.
You better think you're in control.
I think that you're crazy. Think that you're crazy. I think that you're crazy. Just like me. My hair is had hard to lose the love on their life. And now I remember thinking I want to be like them. Ooh.
Ever since I was little,
look like fun.
and it's no coincidence I've come.
How can I win
But maybe I'm
crazy? Maybe you're crazy. Maybe we crazy. Probably. We having the time of our life. How I remember. So I wanna be like them. Ooh, oh.
I wanna be like them. So much.
It's amazing how you knock me off my feet. Every time you come around me, I get weak. Oh yeah. Nobody ever made me feel this way. Oh, oh. You kiss my lips and then you take my breath away. Oh. So I wanna know what turns you on. Yeah, I like to know so I can be all that and more. I'd like to know what makes you cry, so I can be the one who always makes you smile. Girl, he never understood what you were worth. No. And he never took the time to make it work. You deserve more love, girl. Baby, I'm the kind of man who shows concern. Yes, I do. Any way that I can please you, let me learn. So I wanna know what turns you on. I wanna know so I can be all that and more. I'd like to know what makes you cry, so I can be the one who always makes you smile, make you smile. Tell me what I got to do to please you. Baby, anything you say I'll do, 'cause I only wanna make you happy. From the bottom of my heart it's true. Tell me what I gotta do to please you. Baby, anything you say I'll do, 'cause I only wanna make you happy. From the bottom of my heart it's true. I wish that I could take a journey through your mind, alright, and find emotions that you always try to hide, baby. Oh, I do believe that there's a love you wanna share. Oh, I'll take a good care of you, lady, have no fear. Oh, I wanna know what turns you on. I wanna know so I can be all that and more. I'd like to know what makes you cry. Oh yeah, so I can be the one who always makes you smile. Oh, tell me. Tell me what I gotta do to please you. Baby, anything you say I'll do, 'cause I only wanna make you happy. From the bottom of my heart it's true. Tell me what I gotta do to please you. Baby, anything you say I'll do, 'cause I only wanna make you happy. From the bottom of my heart it's true. Yeah.
Wow. Mark Alexander with I Wanna Know. That was fire. Damn. This is somebody that I have to say, the more that I hear him, the better he gets. Wow. Just incredible. I have to loop that song. That was stellar. Stellar performance, Mark. And thank you so much for sharing that with us. That was incredible. What a great song. I've never heard it before. That's okay. You own it, as far as I'm concerned. Take that, copyright people. Anyway, said what I said. Before that, we had Ricardo Mascot with music_sun with Crazy. And wow. You know, I want to loop that song too, but you got to watch the replay because the facial expressions that she had throughout the song made the performance that much better. It's something that has to be watched. So watch the replay if you want to see that again, because that was fire. Absolutely incredible music_sun. And Ricardo, wow. Today on a voice that belongs in Rise. Hint, hint. I won't complain. I don't think anybody watching will either. Okay, so today, and my Risers in Flight and Phoenix Path people will recognize these cards and probably give a collective groan at knowing which ones I'm using for the reading today. The Law of Attraction Oracle decided that it wanted to give you a piece of its mind, like it usually does. I tried to keep them kind. They're blunt, but they're kind. Starting off with devotion. Love grows through commitment and care. What you nurture will flourish. Show up fully for something or someone you care about. Give love freely. Now, upon reading that, I actually read what I saw was what you nourish will flourish. I mean, it's pretty close, right? Things may look bleak right now and that you aren't getting anywhere. Building can be like that. Maintaining can also be a chore, especially when things fall apart. This is a call to remember your heart and why you're doing what you're doing. It's beyond just relationship devotion. It's a devotion to yourself and what you still have to give to the world. When you feel like you don't have anything left to give, that's when you actually have the most. So keep giving your love. It matters. It really does. And there's so many times that it gets tested. Feeling like, why bother? We'll talk more about that after we find out how deep your love is.
I know your eyes in the morning sun. I feel you touch me in the pouring rain. And the moment that you wander far from me, I wanna feel you in my arms again.
Come to me on a summer breeze, keep me warm in your love, then you softly. And it's me you need to show.
How deep is your love? Is your love? How deep is your love? I really need to learn. 'Cause we're living in a world of fools, breaking us down when they all should let us be. We belong to you and me.
I believe in you. You know the door to my very soul. You're the light in my deepest, darkest hour. You're my savior when I fall.
And you may not think I care for you, when you know down inside that I really do. And it's me you need to show. How deep is your love? Is your love? How deep is your love? I really need to learn. 'Cause we're living in a world of fools, breaking us down when they all should let us be. We belong to you and me. La 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 la. La 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 la. La la and you come to me on a summer breeze. Hear me walk in your love and your soft melody. And it's me you need to show. How deep is your love? Is your love? How deep is your love? I really need to learn. 'Cause we're living in a world of fools, breaking us down when they all should let us be. We belong to you and me. How deep is your love? How deep is your love? I really need to learn. 'Cause we're living in a world of fools, breaking us down when they all should let us be. We belong to you and me. La, la, la,
hardcore. You made me hard. You named the drummer, and I played a part. It seems I saw you in some teenage dream. I like you get up if you know what I mean. I want it now. I want it now. Oh, can you see? I'm ready now. I've seen all the pictures, I studied them forever. I wanna make a movie, so let's start in it together. Oh, don't make a move till I say action. Oh, it comes the hardcore life. Put your money where your mouth is tonight. Leave your makeup on, and I leave on the line. Come over here, babe, then talk in the mind. Oh yeah, I hear you now. It's gonna be one hell of a night. You can be a spectator. I know you gotta take these dreams and make them whole. Oh, this is hardcore. There is no way back for you. Oh, this is hardcore. This is me on top of you, and I can't believe that it took me this long. That it took me this long. And this is the eye of the storm. This is the eye of the storm. It's what men in stained raincoats pay for. It's what men in stained raincoats pay for. But in here, it's pure. Here it's pure. Yeah. And this is the end of the line. This is the end of the line. I've seen these storylines played out so many times before.
Wow, Laurent. Just wow. Wow, wow, wow. Laurent BRT with This Is Hardcore. And that was featured in the Pulp Fiction movie. Oh, round 4, you made it. Congrats and keep going. I would not want to be a judge in that competition. I apologize. I don't remember the name of the comp that you're in, that was for, but I wouldn't want to be a judge. No, because that was so well put together. Really, really, really was. I mean, all of your songs are really well put together, but to draw me into a song that I had never heard like that was amazing. Thank you so much for sending that in, and it's a good lead in for the card that's coming up. But we also heard How Deep Is Your Love from Dog Mom and Bus Driver 873. That's a mouthful. And Victoria D with How Deep Is Your Love. That was, oh, and I agree with the chat. Victoria, psst, grab her. Or Jonathan, invite her. That was incredible. Those harmonies and the range. Oh my God. She went from alto to soprano just without blinking and effortless. Victoria D, that was fantastic as always. Thank you so much for bringing in new voices that we haven't heard to share them, because that was amazing. Thank you so much. All right, back to the reading. Next up, we have Courage, and it's a little reversed. In case you want to see what the actual picture looks like, there you go. But I got to read it this way. Self-doubt may be holding you back. Trust in your strength. I'll never get there. They won't love me. I can't do this anymore. I'm not good enough. Sound familiar? If you feel any of those inside, ask yourself this question. Is this my thinking or someone else's that I believed? Did I agree with them? You may be experiencing events in your life right now that are testing your strength and courage. You are so much more than anyone gives you credit for. You heard that right. Because when I see this card reversed, I feel that someone is taking on the perspectives of others a little too much and forgetting just how strong they really are. And for those who have been talking to me in the background, I'll go ahead and do this for you, okay? Because that was a head boop for the alpha, all right? Because it's true. Sometimes we really do agree a little bit too much of someone else's perception of our weakness and the things that make us unique and individual. Believe in you. Believe in that inner strength that you just need reminding of, not more of. And not even a vampire can help you with that.
Hate to give the satisfaction asking how you doing now. How's the castle built of people you pretend to care about? Just what you wanted. Look at you, cool guy, you got it. I see the parties and the diamonds. Sometimes when I close my eyes, 6 months of torture you sold us some forbidden paradise. I loved you truly. I gotta laugh at the stupidity, 'cause I've made some real big mistakes, but you make them worse. One look fine, I should have known it was strange. You only come out at night. I used to think I was smart, but you made me look so naive. The way you sold me for parts as you sunk your teeth into me. Dream crusher, bleeding me dry like a goddamn vampire. talked, who told me you were bad, bad. No, she called them crazy. God, I hate the way I called them crazy too. You're so convincing. How do you lie without flinching? Oh, what a mesmerizing, paralyzing, fucked up little thrill. Can't figure out just how you do it, and God knows I never will. One for me and not for her. 'Cause girls your age know better. I've made some real big mistakes, but you make them worse. One look fine, I should have known. It was strange, you only come out at night. I used to think I was smart, but you made me look so naive. The way you told me for parts, you sunk your teeth into me. Bloodsucker, dream crusher, bleeding me dry like a goddamn vampire. You said it was true love, but wouldn't that be hard? You can't love anyone, 'cause that would mean you had a heart. I tried to help you out, now I know that I can't. 'Cause how you think's the kind of thing I'll never understand. I've made some real big mistakes, but you make them worse. One look fine, I should have known. It was strange, you only come out at night. I used to think I was smart, but you made me look so naive. The way you told me for parts, as you sunk your teeth into me. Bloodsucker, dream crusher, bleeding me dry like a goddamn vampire.
Whoa. I didn't realize just how much that card followed the other one so well. And if this is your first time tuning in to Brindle's Vision, the way that I put this show together each and every week is I gather the music on one day, I create the playlist another day, and then just before the show, I create the reading. And I don't look at what the music is, and I don't go and pick out the cards. They fall as they do, and I read them, and they just follow the story. And it's so amazing. And Papa Duck 78, Amanda, oh, heaven. That was that was heavenly. Yes, I'm going to loop that song as well. And Mondays for Rise Radio members, she'll be hosting a live jam over on Smule from 4 p.m. Eastern to 5, maybe closer to 6 like she did yesterday, which, if you have people singing and wanting to continue singing, have fun. Take it as long as you want. I know that nobody will complain. And just to give you guys a little bit of a heads up, I mentioned something going on in the background. Well, we're almost ready to tell you about a start date for this. Mystic Mist with Amanda. She's putting together her very own show to be premiering on Rise Radio very soon. We will keep you guys updated when that's going to happen and where to submit your music, because she wants to hear your voice and play you. Thank you, Amanda, for everything you do for Rise Radio. We are so blessed to have you here with us. All right, let's get back to the reading, shall we? We got a long ways to go, and this is only supposed to be an hour show. Oh, shut up, Brindle. Surrender. Holding on too tightly may be causing resistance. Loosen your grip and allow things to flow. If I change, then they'll like me. If I do things their way, then they'll accept me. I know this isn't meant for me, but I don't have any other options. What part of you are you not surrendering to because of external fears that you've brought inside? What part is locked away that longs to flow so you can feel like you and not an imagined caricature of what everyone else expects? Loosen the grip on who you think you should be and allow yourself to be who you really are. It's time to stop pretending that you will be something for somebody else. And it's really time for you to express, I want it that way.
You are my fire, the one desire I believe. When I say I want it that way, but we are two worlds apart. Reach to your heart, believe when you say that I want it that way. Tell me why ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why ain't nothing but a mistake. Tell me why I never wanna hear you say I want it that way. Am I your fire, your one desire? Yes, I know it's too late, but I want it that way. Tell me why ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why ain't nothing but a mistake. Tell me why I never wanna hear you say I want it that way. Now I can see that we're falling apart from the way that it used to be. Yeah. No matter the distance, I want you to know that deep down inside of me, you are my fire, the one desire. You are. Don't wanna hear you say ain't nothing but a mistake. Don't wanna hear you say I want it that way. Tell me why ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why ain't nothing but a mistake. Tell me why I never wanna hear you say I want it that way. Tell me why ain't nothing but a mistake. Ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why I never wanna. Don't you wanna hear you? I want it that way. 'Cause I want it that way.
That was Tectonic Shade and Christopher Ho, both from Rise Radio. And Tectonic Shade, I'm so glad that you are back in track with us. Love that, love that. And soon to experience nuptials, from what I hear. Congratulations on that. We are so excited for you and wish you nothing but the best. I know that that's very soon, if not in the next week or so, I think. But then again, multitask for the lose. I'll tell you about that in a second. But I love that you both made that song your own. And that's one great thing about doing covers and being able to create on your own, is taking something that somebody else has done and owning it. And you both did in your individual ways, and you meshed well together, and it was fantastic. And Tectonic Shade, being a bass brother of mine, showing everybody you don't always have to be a tenor. Just saying. But the multitask for the lose, I need to backtrack just a little bit on Lawrence's song. This is hardcore. It wasn't from the movie Pulp Fiction. It was from a band called Pulp. It's a British band that is beginning to make a comeback. So I just wanted to make that correction for anybody who was like, "That's not from Pulp Fiction." Brindle, you haven't seen the movie. We can tell. So just so you know, I wanted to make that. So there you go. All right. Speaking of, let's talk about wisdom. Yeah, it's in the reverse. Let's see it that way. There you go. But doubt or external noise may be clouding your wisdom. Return to your inner knowing and trust your intuition. Every human being on the planet is born with innate wisdom. It's not the first time for that statement to be made. Far too many times we listen to those with authority because they have power that we've given them over us. Even though we know in our core that what they are expecting of us goes against every fiber of our body. Listening to them creates confusion with what's real inside. The noise gets so loud, if we let it, that we can't hear our own built-in guidance, and it clouds our inner knowing. And remember that wisdom and intelligence are two different things. Wisdom and knowledge are also different. Mixing it up with other things is part of the problem. It's a sight that you have that guides you to where you can obtain the other things. So follow your innate knowing, your wisdom, to get back to you. And if you listen too much to other people, oh, good grief. The mental spins, all of the thoughts whirling about. How many times do you sit and think? I go crazy.
Hello, girl, it's been a while. Guess you'll be glad to know that I've learned how to laugh and smile. Getting over you was slow. They say old lovers can be good friends, but I never thought I'd really see you again. I'd really see you again. I'd go crazy when I look in your eyes. I still go crazy. No, my heart just can't hide that old feeling inside, way deep down inside. Oh, baby, you know when I look in your eyes, I go crazy. You say he satisfies your mind, tells you all of his dreams. I know how much that means to you. I realized that I was blind just when I thought I was over you. I see your face and it just ain't true. No, it just ain't true. I go crazy when I look in your eyes. I still go crazy. inside, way deep down inside. Oh, baby, you know when I look in your eyes, I go crazy. That old feeling inside, way deep down inside, I go crazy.
Riding high with I Go Crazy. Oh, when I saw that he turned that in, I got a little giddy because that's one of my favorite songs from my youth. And I knew that he would slay it, and he did. Riding High, you are so amazing and such a vocal crush. Such a vocal crush. And that's not just why I looped it, but it was fantastic and perfect. Thank you for bringing perfection to that song. Wow, I really resonated with it. Oh, speaking of resonance, that's what's next. You attract what you vibrate. Your energy is aligning with your desires. Elevate your vibration. Engage in high frequency activities like joy, love, and gratitude. Now, the first word that came to mind was expectation. When there's expectation, there is a reduction in resonance between you and another. Expecting a certain outcome is one of the easiest ways to reduce your vibration. Working towards an outcome with the hopes that it will go smoothly and work well, that's different. If there's a feeling that if something doesn't go a certain way, you'll be unhappy, then that's what you'll attract. Enjoy the journey and keep your vibration high. Remember that saying you don't want something is the same as saying you do, because you are resonating to what you want either way. And everything will fall in line so you can attract what it is you have focused on wanting. That's hard for a lot of people to understand and grasp. It truly is. It sounds like woo, it sounds like bull. It doesn't make sense when you first hear it, but when you actually think about what it is that you don't want, guess what you're thinking about. Guess what you are attracting to you. Guess what you are vibrating and resonating with. You are all of that to what you don't want. And that's what you'll see more of. So if you are doing nothing but thinking about how bad things are and how you're never going to get anywhere, well, you just wrote a letter. Dear Agony,
Nothing left to give. I have found the perfect time. You were made to make it hurt. Disappear into the dirt.
Carry me to heaven's arms, light the way and let me go. Take the time to take my breath. I will end where I began.
And
the way it's gotta be, dear agony. Suddenly the lights go out, let forever drag me down. I will fight for one last breath, I will fight until the end.
And I will find the enemy within, 'cause I can feel it grow beneath my skin.
Dear agony, just let go of me, suffer slowly. This is the way it's gotta be.
Don't bury me, faceless enemy. I'm so sorry. Is this the way it's gotta be? Dear agony.
Leave me alone, don't let me go. I'm blue and cold, black sky will burn.
Love pulled me down and lift me up.
Just turn around, there's nothing left. Somewhere far beyond this world, I feel nothing anymore. Dear agony, just let go of me, suffer slowly. This is the way it's gotta be. Don't bury me, faceless enemy. I'm so sorry. This is the way it's gotta be, dear agony. I feel nothing anymore.
And I was Dear Agony with Chromosome XX and J Layden 831, also known as Jonathan Layden Rocks. And yes, I am looping that over into the Rise Radio loop. That was fabulous. Fabulous. And yes, another one that would make a great addition to Riser Radio. I fully agree, Jonathan. You know what to do. But that was great. Loved that. And you know, I keep saying it. I love watching you glow and grow. I really do. Just keep it up. Absolutely keep it up. I got to stop or I'll start tearing up again. Gratitude runs high in this one today. Oh, good grief. We're on the last card for this part of the reading. We got Open Path. When you release the need to know every step, the path reveals itself. Let today unfold without expectations. Practice openness by moving forward one moment at a time. Now, no one runs before they crawl. Very few design websites without learning the code. A business doesn't take off immediately. A plan doesn't always factor in everything that could happen along the way. You know those get-rich-quick schemes we've seen all over the place? Well, they don't tell you all the steps that have to happen in order to get to where the presenter has gotten. Oh, but damn, don't those worldly trips, fancy cars, and large homes look like something you need to be happy? That might be true. But what they don't tell you is what they had to go through in order to get there. They took things one step at a time. They worked for them and quite possibly for many others. What they offered worked for them. It may not work for you. But see, here's the thing. If you feel drawn to it, do it. But ready yourself for pitfalls, obstacles, and a big dose of, well, this is harder than I thought. And for the love of all that is, enjoy the journey. Truth. Enjoy the journey. And know that the destination isn't the good stuff. You forget that, God's going to cut you down.
You can run on for a long time, run on for a long time, run on for a long time. Sooner or later, gotta cut you down. Sooner or later, gotta cut you down. Go tell that long-tongued liar. Go and tell that midnight rider. Tell the rambler, the gambler, and the backbiter. Tell him that God's gonna cut him down. Tell him that God's gonna cut him down. Well, my goodness gracious, let me tell you the news. My head's been wet with the midnight dew. I've been down on a bended knee, talking to the man from Galilee. He spoke to me in a voice so sweet, I thought I heard a shuffle of the angel's feet. He called my name and my heart stood still when he said, John, go do my will. Go tell that long-tongued liar. Go and tell the midnight rider. Tell the rambler, the gambler, and the backbiter. Tell him that God's gonna cut him down. Tell him that God's gonna cut him down. You can run on for a long time, run on for a long time, run on for a long time. Sooner or later, gotta cut you down. Sooner or later, gotta cut you down. Well, you may throw your rock and hide your hand, working in the dark against your fellow man. But as sure as God made black and white, what's done in the dark will be brought to the light. Run on for a long time, run on for a long time, run on for a long time. Sooner or later, gotta cut you down. Sooner or later, gotta cut you down. Go tell that long-tongued liar. Go and tell that midnight rider. Tell the rambler, the gambler, and the backbiter. Tell him that God's gonna cut you down. Tell him that God's gonna cut you down. Tell him that God's gonna cut you down.
God's gonna cut you down from 01_Big Al_62. Or as we all lovingly know him in Rise as Big Al. That was fantastic. I love it when you sing some Johnny Cash. that was amazing. Loved it. I just loved it. I'm out of description for how good that was. Thank you so much for sending that in. You know, I've enjoyed listening to you grow in your confidence in your voice, Al. In just a year's time, the confidence that comes out and just how you let it shine so much more with every song that you do. It's a blessing to be able to see. That much I can get out. It's almost like you're rewiring destiny. Is that a bad lead in? I don't know. But I've been this way my whole life. An idea you've repeated so often it feels absolute. But these expectations can quietly reinforce behaviors and shape outcomes. Didn't we just talk about this? Consider the beliefs you carry, possibly forged in difficult times, that you still treat as truth. Choose, consciously and courageously. Oh, there's that word again, courage. To rewrite your narrative and change the course of your life. You can. You are the author of your story. And it doesn't matter what belief system you have. You were given free will to write your own story, to write your own destiny. Sure, there may be things lined up in the stars that we don't know. But if we don't look, we'll never see the writing on the wall.
I've been here before, but always hit the floor. I've spent a lifetime running, and I always get away. But with you I'm feeling something that makes me wanna stay.
I'm prepared for this. I never shoot to miss, but I feel like a storm is coming. If I'm gonna make it through the day, then there's no more use in running. This is something I gotta face. If I risk it all, could you break my fall? How do I live? How do I breathe? When you're not here, I'm suffocating. I wanna feel love run through my blood. Tell me, is this where I give it all up? For you, I have to risk it all, 'cause the writing's on the wall. A million shards of glass that haunt me from my past. As the stars begin to gather and the light begins to fade, when all hope begins to shatter, know that I won't be afraid. If I risk it all, could you break my fall? How do I live? How do I breathe? When you're not here, I'm suffocating. I wanna feel love run through my blood. Tell me, is this where I give it all up? For you, I have to risk it all, 'cause the writing's on the wall. The writing's on the wall.
'Cause the writing's on the wall.
You know, I think that there would be a mob tracking me down if I did not loop that song. 'Cause Blown Away doesn't even cover it. does not even cover it. Wow. Ladies, Mel Wave and Papa Duck, 78, Amanda, with Writings on the Wall. Whew. That sincerely wasn't planned, because that card, I realized I didn't have enough cards to get through the show, so I pulled more. Whoa! It's just right. I see you, Michael. Torch and pitchfork ready if I didn't. Yes. Oh, Writings on the Wall, you ladies. So good. And yes, coy lead-ins for cards now, because what they just showed was Uncaged Voice. And that's, before I read what the card says, that's what Rise is about. Uncaging your voice. Whether it's singing, whether it's coming into who you are, realizing just how amazing you are. That's what this is about. Let your sound set you free. Sing, chant, groan, wail. Liberate the noises buried beneath your silence. This isn't about melody. It's about medicine. Feel the release as the vibration of your voice cracks open what's been clenched. Let the sound move through you, primal and raw. Scream if you need, moan if you must. Listen to the stillness that follows. That quiet is your truth echoing back. Speak it, sing it, set it free. What an amazing message to end the reading for today. Just blown away. So, I mentioned earlier, and you've probably seen this a couple times already, but I'm going to show you one more time before I close up, because I'm really excited about this.
Who knew that the Messengers, a singular vision between Brindlewolf and Lunaria, would turn into Rise Radio, radio inspiring singers everywhere? And not too long after that, Rise Awakenings would come onto the scene to bring you shows of inspiration, spiritual uplift, and heightened awareness. And together they formed the Rise Radio Networks. And just like the phoenix rising from the ashes, we have a new home on the web called Embers of Light. Come and check it out.
Come and check it out. It is embersoflight.net. There are still, at this particular juncture, a few bugs that are being worked out, but they are being worked out quickly. And you can listen via the website. You can watch via the website. If it's on Twitch, you can watch it. If it's on Zeno, you can hear it. Regardless of which station it's on, you can play it directly from there. There is a group chat. There's merchandise. There are opportunities to help support Rise Radio Networks and to keep it going and flowing for you guys. And it looks amazing. And like I said at the beginning of the show, Michael J has done, our IT guy for this, blowing my mind every time you change something and add something and make it better. So thank you from my heart and from Rise Radio Networks for everything you do. If you want to see the show schedule, go to the website. I've made enough clicks. Because the entire show schedule is there. And by the way, in each show page, there is the archives, the live play, and merchandise, as well as any other. I believe that there's also, I hope I am okay saying this, but I believe there's also live chat outside of Twitch for each one. We can confirm that later, but it's exciting. It really is. I'm going to close up today with one more tribute to Karaoke Kyle, one that I worked on with Rini P, Crystal Catnip, and a few others. It's still open as of today if you are interested in joining it. I don't know what other plans Rini has for it, but I wanted to get it in this week so that it stayed with the tribute theme for Kyle, because he did touch so many people's lives in his brief journey. So I hope that everybody has an amazing rest of your day. If you caught this show in replay, it landed right when it needed to. Love yourself. Keep going, keep glowing, keep growing. Love you guys. And I will see you tomorrow night on Phoenix Talks with Reverend Diane at 6 p.m. when we talk about how much I did for you. Maybe not me. Or is it? Or it might. Maybe it's me.
Dedicate this song to Karaoke Kyle, who was a huge part of the Smule community, a great friend. We will miss you.
We miss you.
I dreamed a dream in time gone by, when hope was high and life worth living. I dreamed that love would never die. I dreamed that God would be forgiving. Then I was young and unafraid, and dreams were made and used and wasted. There was no ransom to be paid, no song unsung, no wine untasted. But the tigers come at night.
But the tigers come at night.
With their voices soft as thunder.
With their voices soft as thunder.
As they tear your hopes apart.
As they tear your hopes apart.
As they turn your dreams to shame. You slept a summer by my side. He filled my days with endless wonder. He took my childhood in his stride, but he was gone when autumn came. And still I dreamed he'd come to me, that we would live the years together. But there are dreams that cannot be, and there are storms we cannot weather. I had a dream my life would be so different from this hell I'm living, so different now from what it seems. Now life has killed the dream I dreamed. Thank you so much for your friendship and fun. We love you for eternity, Kyle. God
Rise up.
bless.
Hey, this is Brindlewolf.
And I'm Lunaria.
You're listening to Rise Awakenings, part of the Rise Radio Network where advice meets action.
We're here to spark your growth, lift your spirit, and help you crush your potential.
Rise awakening, hear the call. Through the static, we break the wall. Your station, your voice, where dreams awaken in time. Rise awakening, now is the time.
Rise Awakenings, let's rise together.